catch up with what happened last session. So last session was a bit of a shorter one. We had a lot of information come out. Last session was a fucking lore dump of everything that had been going on. The cliff notes of the whole thing was essentially this Hermona isn't the original Hermona. This Hermona is basically like the daughter clone of Rose and that Hermona. The long story behind that was the original couldn't have kids because she fucked around too hard with blood magic, so she created like what she believed her and Rose's child should look like or would look like. And it created, I believe, what we affectionately call a bombshell of a woman.
It made me happy. Rose is in a better place.
Yeah, so we dealt with Rose's trauma in like 5 seconds, which was great. We also found out that we essentially found out that Torval, who was the kind of like trickster god in season 1, who was kind of fucking us up and being in our way and stuff, hadn't been dealt with. And now for season 2 has turned out that they are basically the big bad of everything. Torval is the personification of the death god currently, and we need to kill Torval. The idea that Hermona had was to find out whether Headsman, who is a demon-human, basically hybrid thing, if he could bleed and he could take damage, then we could kill Torval. And to test that theory, Hermona and Headsman were like, hey, can we fight and figure out what's going on? So there was a big fight between Persephone, Rose, and Coral. Val was obviously, Killer wasn't there. They broke their wrist or something. Traumatic.
Val was not helpful.
Yeah, Val did nothing. Val was Rose's emotional support puppy the whole session.
That's the whole game, really.
True. Yeah, really, yeah. But essentially, we fought Headsman. We found out that Headsman is extremely powerful, as he is in the world in general. But essentially, after the fight, we found out that Hermona definitely is confident in her theory because Headsman took damage, Headsman was bleeding, because Persephone shot him a lot. It was like the only one that actually did genuine damage to him was just shooting him. Coral did get a few hits off, that was more personal. But essentially the idea being that we can't kill a god because I very much still believe in the idea of a god shouldn't die or can't die. So my idea was, how do we get around that? And I'm like, okay, we can kill the idea or the personification of it, but eventually it'll come back later as something else. So essentially, Torval has been around for so long that he's just an absolute prick of a person now. So the idea is we're killing the body, we're not killing the idea. So that's how we're kind of going about it. We're dealing with the body hundreds, thousands of years later. The idea of death and death will create a new god. Essentially, yeah, that's a later problem. So yeah, so we have found out a lot about everything, and so with this session starting off now, we have all come back into Hermona's office, of the Haven mayoral city. And essentially, Headsman had said, I'm going to go look into some things. I'm going to go do a couple of things. And he dipped. And then Hermona is very excited. You can see that she's like ruffling through a few of her papers. She's like typing things away on her computer. She's extremely excited. There is definitely she's ready. Like, she knows that this can work now. That's pretty much where we ended off. So right now we're back in the office. Headsman's dipped and said, I'm going to do some research. I'm going to look into a few things. We also found out, that Caglio is also essentially immortal. There is no way that Caglio can die because you can't kill knowledge and intelligence as an entity. He created his own god out of himself because of who he is.
I think we can do it.
I would like to see you try.
We're Americans. We've already
We can do it. We
It'd be so stupid we could kill intelligence itself. Yeah.
You know what? Actually, the Americans probably could kill intelligence because that's the only thing you Americans do.
That's what we're doing. We got this. I told you.
So yeah, so essentially that's where we've kind of left ourselves off now. So we're back in the office. Hermona is kind of doing everything that she can. This is great. It'll work. The idea that we could do something. Obviously we're going to need some time. We're going to need to figure out how to find a way to get them in one space, or trap them if we can, or we're going to figure something out. But we can do it. And okay, I need to calm down. I'm getting excited. Do you guys know anything about what happened to Alari, the world where you're from? Do you know anything at all about what happened? Has anyone said anything to you since you woke up?
What, like since we left?
Essentially, yeah. We've basically been told that it's been unmade, that everyone we ever knew or loved that was there is gone. That's about the most they've told us.
Right, and then I said before the fight that it was still there, and it's still not great, but okay. Alright. Okay, it's gonna take some time before we can get this plan into motion. In the meantime, you guys can just have free roam of the city. Do whatever you want, go wherever you want, do whatever you need to do. It doesn't bother me. People know not to mess with you guys. You're associated with me and Headsman, and let's be honest, with me it's power, with Headsman it's fear. But like, I'm excited. We can do this.
What do you mean that Lowry's not great?
Okay, so it's still been some time. It's still been a minute since you guys came here, to, the gods. Actually, you know what? I think it might be better, especially after chatting with you, Rose, about, Hermona and everything that's been. I think you guys are gonna be better off seeing it with your own eyes. You're not going there, but you can see it. So I would recommend, if you want to, you don't have to. We have plenty of libraries, we have plenty of, research facilities, we have computer labs, we have like biochemistry departments all over the city. There is an observatory. Well, we call it an observatory because that's just the easiest way. But essentially, we have these telescopes that let you look at the different planes and planets and places you can go to. We do have one set up for Alawi because it was the most recent attack from Torval. So if you want to, you can head to the observatory, talk to Veer. He'll be able to help out and answer any questions. If you want to. We do have libraries. You have your bastion, of course. You have your home. I really shouldn't call it bastion. We haven't called them bastions in like 800 years. Sorry.
On that point, though, really quick, I don't mean to interrupt, but in our bastion or home, whatever you want to call it, can we have the surveillance equipment removed now, please?
Sure. Yeah, I can get rid of it. That's not a problem.
Thank you.
What about those weird, freaky god bodies? Can those go too?
The what?
That wasn't at our bastion. Never mind. That was just where we woke up. I apologize.
No, that is where we are staying.
That is her.
That's
that is, yeah.
What about those weird, freaky god bodies? Can those go too?
Roll insight. Anybody who's looking at Hermona, roll insight.
Yeah.
Everybody starts moving. Nice.
15.
19, 15, 20.
Can I argue
18.
for nature?
No.
I'm going to argue nature for everything.
I know, every single time. Even with a 15, even with a 15 Val, 15, 19, 18, she has no idea what you're talking about. Persephone, with a 20, not only does she not know what you're talking about, she has, like, she doesn't look like she knows, like, roughly the layout of what's going on. The way that she's talking about things, the security, she's like, oh yeah, we can take it out. As if, like, this is just a casual, normal thing and not, like, living security, this old abandoned laboratory that has, like, still have power generators and, you know, still in the room and that. As far as she's concerned, this thing doesn't exist to her. What I will get you to do is I will get you to roll a D100, as now that some more lore has dropped, you can start rolling for your ultimate ability.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Please hit
Watch him
this.
get it right away.
He fucking would. I know he would.
I can't remember. Is he wanting under?
Over.
Over.
Over. Okay.
Dang.
Starts at 90 and it goes down by 5 every time I ask. Okay, not
I
quite
think-
yet. But
I
as you're
think
kind
his
of like
roll
watching
goes
her-
down by 5 every time you ask too.
Yeah,
Um,
because I think the first time I rolled, I got like in the 90s, but it like I think you had just started.
You needed like
So-
95, yeah.
Yeah.
So as you are kind of watching her, you kind of feel this little trickle in your brain, and it's starting to like kind of do your head in a little bit because you don't know where it's come from, and you start like kind of just googling on your phone and finding things what you want to do. At this point, y'all can have a little chat. Hermona's just, if you guys want to head out, you can. I'm gonna go start putting things in motion. I have some people that I need to call and talk to, so I'm gonna step out and head to my secretary because as excited as I am, I'm realizing I have so much fucking work to do. Don't ever become a mayor of a whole city. It's a horrible fucking idea. It's not great.
Sounds terrible.
It's so much work. But
I don't like people enough.
Hermona's gonna start walking away, turn and look at you, Val, and she's just gonna say, "That's probably the most real thing I've heard in a long time." And she's going to head off and go. So y'all can have some time to chat. I will be back in a few minutes.
Look how
Right on.
in character he is. He's like, I need to step away, and then he just goes. That's a great
Yeah.
GM right there.
Please talk amongst yourselves.
That's immersion.
Yep.
So,
Oh.
what do we do now? Do you all want to take a look at a Lowry, or
I still don't know
Yeah.
which world is the quote unquote real world, or if these are just like
Yeah.
reflections of one another. I don't know.
Yeah. As much as I have a natural curiosity for those things, I'm not sure how relevant it is to our current predicament.
I mean, you make a good point. I mean, it would be nice to see people that we loved, but I mean, everyone I knew died, 500,000 years ago in that world anyway.
Yeah.
Or at least
Honestly,
I think. I'm really not sure. It's so confusing. Sorry, Coral.
Yeah, I don't know. The other world, so much weird shit happened there. You know, you with your, the time dilation and the strange death houses, and
Yeah.
like there was so much that happened there that just didn't seem real. I don't know if this world's going to do the same thing, though. I mean, we just haven't been here as long.
Maybe it's simulations all the way down.
Oh, I don't
think-
like that.
This reality is similar? A simulation for something larger?
It might be. Who knows?
Perhaps.
We haven't been here long enough. Maybe
This hurts my
maybe
head.
that's actually it. That we haven't been here as long. There's
This
probably
place seemed-
more to find out here.
This place seems kind of surreal as well.
Yeah.
So
But a different
there's
kind
like
of
some
surreal.
real qualities about it that I don't know.
I don't know how much of that is us just not necessarily literally just coming out of a simulation, like everything's gonna feel a little weird. You know. Inception style. Where one of us is gonna jump out a window at
Just
some point.
I'm
Need
getting
one thing.
very tired of
Stephanie,
waking up in places that are like entirely new realities. Okay, you know, this should only happen one time maximum to a person, and I'm up to like 2 or 3 now, and I'm just
Mhm.
it's exhausting.
I know one thing. Persephone does not trust Hermona.
No,
Hermona,
neither does Coral.
it's not just necessarily that she's going to try to do something bad to us. It's that I think she's in over her head and expecting us to save her.
Why are
Yeah.
you speaking about yourselves in the third person?
I just
I
can't do it
I
right now. Uh,
The
I
royal
yes,
we.
I think
yeah, the royal we.
Honestly, ever since like a month into ever since I met you guys, honestly, there's been no one else that's been honest with any
I've
of us.
gotten
Talking shit.
No, we're not talking shit. But shush, we're talking shit. You've got a point. I I feel like everyone we've met has their own agenda, and everyone has their own agenda, but I feel like we've been nothing but lied to for weeks now.
Yeah,
And it's so hard to know who to trust because we just we get the same story from different people and they conflict each other so much that
Mhm.
there is a truth. But for me right now, it's so hard to tell what that could be. All I know, and are we
I
still alone, or since you're back, did Hermona come back?
No, you are alone.
Uh, how much of this so I think that brings us back to, do you think that any puzzle pieces will be put together if we look at a Lowry, or do you think that's just going to bring back bad feelings and sadness and then not get us any further? Because I honestly do not want to waste our time if all we're going to learn from that is that whatever world that we're from is fucked up and that we can never go back and boohoo. You know what I mean?
You're very candid. I appreciate that. There's a part of me there's a part of me that wants to, but you're right. I don't think there's really anything we're gonna gain from that. And I think for now, for me, it might just be enough to know it's still there. I
I
still
mean,
want to
just
kill the
because
gods because they told us they killed it. I know that might be a little petty, but I still wanna do that.
But yeah, absolutely. I'm here for petty.
What were you saying, Coral? I'm sorry.
I lost it, it's all good.
So
The
no,
other world, even if we don't go back there right away, presumably, if as long as we're not being lied to yet again, it's still going to be there. So, I mean, we could always stumble
that
back in there eventually anyway. But I think we're going to find more information here than there.
I agree. That might be the only thing we get from looking, is because if it's there, that does at least tell us that Hermona told us the truth about that. I mean, that would be the only thing I could think of that would really benefit us at the moment, is just finally having someone's story be able to be proven.
Yeah, but that still doesn't mean we can trust her.
Yeah, exactly. Because what if, I mean,
Agreed.
she's the one who told us about it, who's not to say that she also programmed it to make it look like it's real.
You see,
Liars can often use the truth to really reinforce their lies.
you see
Mhm.
Rose
Also,
struggling with
oh,
this line of questioning.
well, Persephone also kind of speaks up. Rose, even if there's not malicious intent, like it could just be, like I said, she could be just being over her head and could not know what she's actually doing here, and is just inviting us to go down with her.
I know. And I think knowing what I know now, my head's a little clearer on the situation. A little, just a little. But you're right. I think that the only people we can trust are the people in this room right now, or the ones that we can see. I'm not really sure who else is in here. We have that problem a lot
I've
too.
got an idea.
Yeah.
I'm going to. It's a 1 minute cast time, and I'm going to cast Augury, and I'm going to ask, what would happen if we go along with her plan? All you got to do is say will or woe, or will and woe, good or bad, essentially.
What was the question? If you go along with her plan,
If we go along with her plan, will it be good for us or bad for us?
will and woe.
Oh, fuck that
Roll me a
answer.
D100. Roll me a D100.
That answer.
Roll a D100.
I got nothing.
Huh. Gotta take the good with the bad.
Roll a D100.
This
Roll
one will
that
be in the
beautiful baby.
50s. Of course.
Oh,
Oh god.
it's gonna be Val all over again.
It's like limbo. You know, they're like, you watch Futurama, right? You're like the limbo
yeah.
champion. You can go as low as you make that bar. Oh God, what's his name?
These would be great roles in Cthulhu.
They would be. He'll be
awesome.
killing that
Okay.
game.
I would not be
So-
doing.
No.
You four are having a chat now. What are we thinking? You guys could hear the little ruffling as like the tree is just kind of like shaking itself a little bit. You see that a little fruit kind of falls off. It's a
Getting
pineapple.
stretchies.
That tree's adorable. Just so I think we should get one for our place. It would really kind of spruce up the vibes in there.
Wow, Rose, it feels like you just have a new connection with nature that made me stronger.
It's like just from what we just experienced, I feel almost like I went from being just proficient to like an expert in nature. Right? And I don't know, I just want to do all sorts of things with nature now.
Too silly. We're too silly, guys.
I'm gonna come back with a vengeance on that one.
I think you're right. I think
The tree Mother Willow style slaps you.
Oh, nature check. Question mark. If we take a fruit from this tree, could we grow our own?
I just want to see you roll the nature check, but I'm gonna give you the answer regardless of what it is.
Nature. I rolled a 7 for a 22.
Oh my god.
That's embarrassing. No.
That's such a low roll. Oh. All right. Well, imagine if that was a natural 20, though. That would have been a 35.
I'd probably give you one. I just feel like, yeah, have a tree puppy.
That's fine. I'll
tree
find
puppy.
another way to get a tree puppy.
Alright. So, with the chat that we've been having and everything that's been going on, what are you guys thinking? What do you guys want to do? What have you convinced Rose to do, I should say?
No to Lowry.
Stay and do more research. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna go try to look at a Lowry.
Okay, so you don't want to go to the observatory yet?
Nah.
Okay, so we do have free reign to the city. One thing I can confidently give to you guys that I give to my other players that just haven't quite got the concept of it yet, the city is completely open. You could do whatever you want. So if you have an idea, you're like, I want to go to this building that has this information, we can create that. So if you have an idea of what you would like to do,
I want
we
to
can
leave the
do it.
city, go out to
Yeah.
find some nature.
Okay, tree hugger, love that.
And just see if I know stuff about it.
You are about to be the insufferable tree hugger friend that can tell the difference between an oak and a birch.
Absolutely. And the
You
fact
saw
that
it in Minecraft once.
the trees can hug me back now, oh, it's over for you all. It's over.
Yeah.
Before we leave, how long was Hermona gone?
She's still gone. She's gone to go talk to her secretary and start like phoning some people and do some stuff. Like, you guys have been in here for, I'd say, about 10 minutes having this chat. There's no indication of her coming back at the moment.
Okay. After the augury failed, I'm going to spend the rest of my 10 minutes casting clairvoyance to leave a sensor in the room. And as long as we stay within 1 mile of the building, it can last 10 minutes. I don't know if that'll be long enough to see anything, but let's find out.
Okay.
I love that.
So you said about 10 minutes?
Yep.
Plus,
All right, sweet.
she bugged our place, so I think it's only fair that we do the same for a little bit.
Rose is coming around.
So,
Alrighty.
you wanted to research, or what did you have in mind then?
So I need to stay within 1 mile. So I'm thinking she's just going to go out front and just spend the next 10 minutes seeing if
Have a
we
cigarette.
hear anything. See if we hear, we'll have a cigarette. See if we hear anything. It's like, I told you I smoked.
Alright, so is everybody just going to follow, or do you just want to, you can stay within 1 mile of the place, and like people forget that 1 mile radius is not the same as like going around a couple of blocks.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to, you can create like, we're going to go downstairs, walk like 2 minutes, and find a library. Be like,
Yeah,
okay, cool,
I mean, if we're in the mayor's office, it's a city center, so there's probably like banks and library and Starbucks,
Park.
a park,
Museum. Actually,
Yeah, I want to go see
museum.
Ooh, a museum is a
Like,
good
if
idea.
we want to learn about this, like place, like what happened here, like maybe some sort of like history museum in the downtown.
A
Like-
natural history museum.
I'm gonna slap
I
you.
I'll quit. That's a great idea, though. I think a museum might be a great
Yeah, I
place to
think
go.
I'm gonna kick your ass in a minute. And you can roll nature with disadvantage.
I think I'd be okay.
Yeah, probably.
You
Natural
get
20.
inflicted
Roll
with
the
a
1.
poison. You get inflicted with a poison that takes your nature away somehow.
Yeah. If we're voting, I think I would rather go to the museum than the library. I think it would be more interesting, first of all, but I think Coral's onto something. I think that we would be able to learn quite a bit about at least this reality, or whatever they claim this reality is. I wonder if they
At least
have
what
any.
the powers that be think this world is. Yeah.
Right. I wonder if they document at a place like that other shards, or I can't remember what term they used, but like a Lowry, our world, is it one of many? And is there documentation on what those other worlds were, what they look like, what happened to them?
That would be the only reason I would want to go to the observatory in general. This is a future thing, is she mentioned that that Alauri was the most recent world that Torval fucked up. It's that gives me the implication that there might be more of those, and that
Yes,
those might
absolutely.
exist maybe even in an archive.
Yeah, for sure.
And could we learn about those at the museum? That might be. That's my vote. It just sounds a little
Yeah.
better than dusty books. No offense, Persephone. It's just not. Wait, you're not the other one, are you? Wait, was Persephone the library lady, or was that one of your other characters?
That was
Arendelle.
Arendelle. But isn't this the same?
Like the
soul?
updated version.
Okay.
Mirror world.
She is both a halfling hacker and a strange shapeshifter and a drunk fat bard all at once. He contains multitudes.
I love it.
Okay, so
Ravnak as question mark.
Alrighty, so we're bringing it back around. We're going to find ourselves a natural history museum. And you said specifically you wanted to find one that would have information on what? So you specifically looking on the nature of the world? Are you looking at the history of like the chronology of like the time that has been recorded? Are you looking for one that's on the different planes and places that there have been? Like, what are we? We're creating this. So what are we creating?
Yes. I mean, I think what was our focus? I think we wanted to see.
We're going to a Smithsonian, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the big one, right? That's the big one that's got fucking
Yeah.
everything in it.
Yeah.
You
Alright.
you
Yeah.
got it, dude.
I think we're really interested in like the history of this world too, right? Like we wanted to see that, like how we thought this world. I'm curious if they have like a creation story themselves for this world, just above table.
Shelga was so disappointed. It's life, death, and everything. I'm gonna just tell you that for free.
I just want to know if there's dinosaurs.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I want to go see some T-Rex bones. Let's do that.
Alrighty.
Let's do
They're
that.
just
So-
birds.
What we are
I
going
like
to do.
birds. I used to have
Fuck
a
birds.
raven, if you remember.
Then it
It's a
dies.
What?
squirrel now.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
It's a squirrel with a gun. Anyway. Okay, so you guys are going to basically head downstairs. You said you're going to find this, essentially the Smithsonian Museum that we are creating. And we are creating it within 1 mile of the city centre for the next 10 minutes at least. So
Yeah.
what we're doing is
Then it
it's
can
still a bit of a
move.
walk. Yeah, then it can fuck off. But no, so essentially what we're doing then
Listen.
is
This can't be like
Okay.
Washington D.C. I have too many PTSD now.
On the way, Valerie slips. No.
God.
she loses max HP. She's now injured.
Oh,
You can't long rest this one.
Nope.
Anyway, so so for the next 10 minutes, you guys are staying within the mile radius. You guys are still going to walk around a little bit. You ask down at the very front desk for some information because everybody fucking does that. When you guys get given like some information, you start walking. Persephone, you do you get like auditory or can you like see with your with the technology? How does your clairvoyance?
Specialize.
I can choose seeing or hearing. I think I'm gonna go for hearing.
Okay. How does it look? Do you just like chuck a Bluetooth headphones in?
Yeah,
while
yeah.
you're-
Yeah, and I've got her office bugged like those it looks like those 70s like the Soviets used to leave around. It looks ridiculous and old, and I've stuck it up under her desk.
And it
Um,
beeps. It's very non. It's very obvious.
Okay. All right. So while you guys are walking around, you are going to find this large building. We are going to start the session because we did have in Hermona's office, we are moving to Haven Library, which is just what I've got here. This is just a part of the museum that we're in. I just thought we'd have a different map to look at. But essentially, feel free to put yourselves anywhere that you want. But as you're walking along, Persephone, you can hear like a little bit of crackling, a little bit of steps and everything. It isn't until like 8 minutes in that you can hear that Hermona's come back into the room. She's kind of like still going through and ruffling papers. You can hear her talking to the tree, and like calling it a good boy and it's doing a good job. And it says thank you for the fruit. She's very kind. But as you get to about 9 minutes and you hear in your mind, she just, okay, so we have this started. Hetman is going to look into the synthetic biochemistry, see if there's something that can happen there to trap that. Hopefully Rose and everyone is going to go look at Lowry to see if there's anything worth salvaging from that place. I haven't been there in so long. I hope it's not too destroyed. I know that Torva was there last time, but that's okay. Well, it's not okay. Obviously, it's not fucking okay, Hermona. You fucking destroyed the place. Dumb bitch. Stupid fucking...
She's so hard on herself.
What do I do? Of course they're not gonna fucking believe me. They're probably walking around somewhere doing something else. Why would they? Ugh, this is so frustrating.
Oof.
Persephone, what do I do? I know you bugged the place. I'm not stupid. I don't know where, but I know you've done something. I mean, it's fair. You know what? I can't even be mad at you. I mean, I put a camera in yours. You probably put something in mine. It's fair. I don't blame you,
So-
to be honest.
I think the end of my 10 minutes should be her finding the bug. That's how I spell in.
She's like, okay, well, all right, if everything's working fine. And then she's like hearing this little beeping that happens. She's like, what the fuck is that? She like looks under and she's like, all you hear is, how the fuck did I not sit? And then it cuts out.
It was hooked to a car battery to power it.
She had the carburetor kick in for it. But yeah, so fun behind the scenes fact. Hermona is extremely hard on herself, and she has no real faith in her ability to actually get things done. Even though she's been mayor of this city for about 600 years, no one has any trust in her to actually do anything. So she's like fighting for her goddamn life.
That
But
makes
yeah,
her
so
sad.
a little bit of that
That is
info.
sad, but it also doesn't inspire confidence when I was already kind of worried about that, you know?
So yeah, so that little bit of info for you. Headsman is looking into artificial biochemistry to see if they can find a way to trap him or stop him. She's worried about whether you guys would actually even like want to go and have a look to see if anything is even worth salvageable. Because she said that Torval was there recently and half destroyed the place, but like the way she was talking, it gives you the like distinct idea that it's not completely gone, but it's like it's pretty fucked up. So yeah, that's what you got within your 10 minutes. And you're gonna roll me another D100. Because in my defense, I realize I've made this very easy for you, but like the trigger for your D100s was either using something to do with technology. You ain't fucking getting shit with that. Jesus. Well, now we're down to 80. So that's fine.
You got this.
But yeah, so coming into now, we've walked. We're still within the mile because we have created this within a mile radius of the city center. As you guys step into this kind of large building that you've been shown is essentially like a natural museum. It's got like a lot of different kind of sections and different parts to the place. You guys are greeted by this very happy, very perky kind of young guy who is way too excited for his job. Which means he's only new and he still has light behind his eyes in customer service.
We should be
First
really
day?
mean to him to take him down a peg.
Hi. Are you here just visiting? Are you from a neighboring city? What are you here for? Are you looking for something in particular? We have so much stuff here. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, we're from out of town.
Okay, well, welcome to Haven. I hope you're having a good time. We can start. There's a tour happening in about an hour, which is, it'll show you around all over the place. If you have something in particular you want to look for, there are signs everywhere. So if you need anything, just like let us know. We have people all around. There's always someone nearby. Have fun. Learn about history. It's interesting.
What do you recommend? What's your favorite exhibit?
Oh, I personally really love the kind of theological exhibits. I mean, let's be honest, it's kind of a bit selfish that, of course, the gods have a theology exhibit. I get it. But I like to think that it's kind of interesting to see where we started to where we are now. I know not a lot has changed, but I think it's kind of simple to find that we started, nothing into something into everything. And he has like the full flourish as he goes across the timeline of like everything that's happening. But I also think it's also kind of like it's really kind of selfish as well that we, so far up our own ass about some things.
We?
Well, everybody, most people are gods.
Yes, of course. As
Yeah.
we know. And I will say, you seem to be one of the more self-aware that we've met here.
I'm very new to this place. It's
Mm.
terrifying, and I'm scared a little bit because I could still die, and that's not fun. But on the other hand, it's weird. I found a good way to keep myself going. Apparently, a lot of people have faith in customer service that eventually will do the right thing, which is kind of sad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so feel free to go ahead. And as I said, if you have any questions or if you need anything, feel free to let us know. There are plenty of us around, and yeah, have fun. Enjoy. Rose is like, okay, next.
No.
Next.
Sorry.
Only slightly off-putting.
Sorry. I have something on the 3D printer. I got a notification. I wanted to make sure it wasn't broken. But yeah, I feel like Rose tuned out after a while. Okay, well, if we
I
want to
love
do
these
the
little
tour,
pictures for your tokens for your civilian gods.
Yeah, the little
little
mouse people.
mice.
I just found that and
Yeah.
I wanted to use it. I was like, this is so
Very
cute. I'm using it.
Very cute.
I'm imagining that they are little mice that work in the library. They're like little god mice, and they're like putting all the books up.
I'm wondering if the librarian's single. Rose is back on the market.
Jesus
Looking for a new
Christ.
problematic mate.
That's
Single-
Rose has a type.
Single mother.
Yeah. So,
Um,
the tour's in an hour.
Persephone's for a book about want to find a book about the history of this particular city.
Okay. So we're going in and finding one of them. What is everybody else finding? We'll throw these off at the same time for everybody at once.
Yeah, so he suggested going to the theology exhibit, so that I guess that's where I'm going to go.
Okay.
I'm hoping it's an interactive or something besides a book.
Y'all are about to experience the Big Bang in like.
This is going to sound like I'm trying to make more jokes, but I promise I'm not. I want to go see. I want to go to I want to go to the natural history. I want to see actually if this world has any concept of like evolution, how the animals are formed, or is it just the gods created it and all that? I kind of want to know what's going on with the natural world and how natural it actually is here.
Absolutely. You can do that. And Val. Is there anything that you would like to do?
I was going in between wanting to do the tour that's starting.
In an hour?
I'll eventually do that, I guess. But I think I'm gonna go to like their the science exhibits where they're like talking about chemistry and stuff, just to see like how this world works in comparison to like what I remember from the previous world.
Cool. Alrighty, so
That's a good idea.
are keeping it 100, as libraries should be in the real world. Libraries are a completely safe space. Everybody is welcome at a library or a museum. If anyone starts shit, we have legal right to kill you. I'm kidding. So we are going to be safe. There are not going to be any fights or anything in a library or museum. I refuse to do that. So, all at once. Coral, you're going to do investigation. Rose, you are going to do a nature.
Yeah, baby.
Val, you're going to do a technology roll. And Persephone, how are you going to do yours? Are you
I rolled a 3.
Ugh.
That's embarrassing. Again.
What I usually do in my games for when people want to read a book is I make them do a history roll just because it's with intelligence. But I don't know. I don't really know how you what.
I
There's
usually
not
do
really
it-
any rule
I
about
usually do investigation.
Arcana.
See, I was tempted with this one because we do have the technology stack, and I wasn't sure whether you wanted to look on the computers or if you wanted to look for physical books. That was what I was
Well,
meaning. Sorry.
since I was looking about the city itself, that I would probably get more information from a book than like things published online or whatever.
Okay, I will get you to roll me a intelligence. I'm gonna
Does
get you to
this
do me a
world
flag.
have Wikipedia though? Because that changes things.
No,
Okay.
because they are gods and they think that everything is fact. So there is no Wikipedia. There is no crowdsourced. It is just
Here's the thing.
citations and dissertations.
That's interesting you say that because all they fucking do is lie. So
There's some truth to them. Not many, but there's some. Okay.
hmm.
We're going to go into order. Persephone, with a 13, you can find some general architecture books. You can find some general kind of studies on the layout and the topography of the land. You can find a couple of books that are kind of talking about how Hermona has been going over the past couple of 100 years. You aren't able to find a book specifically from the start to now. Like, essentially, it's either like the wasteland before Haven, or it is the last couple 100 years. There's like a missing time period in the books. But you did also roll a 13, so you might have dismissed it.
Okay.
Okay. Alrighty. Carl, with a 14 going into the theological exhibit, another reason for you to wanting to go there is that you still have ties to the gods. You still have those, you still have those thoughts, you still have those ideas, even though you're not now, let's be honest, as a devout religious person as what you used to be, you still have those ties. They still speak to you. You still have your arm, so to speak. With a 14, you're not so much able to find something from a theological standpoint of the origins, what's been started, where we're going into things. What you find in the exhibit for where you're looking is that there are shelves that are just kind of like going all the way down. This thing is huge. And each shelf has like 3 to 4 books on a concept of an idea. And each of those books in that idea just lifts off the gods, who they were when they were alive, when they died, like when the idea has evolved, so to speak. So if you want to look for someone in particular, or if you want to find something, you are going to need to make me another investigation check, or you can make religion if that's still high enough.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm not looking for specifics. I'm looking for kind of like more like how. Honestly, I want to understand more about how. Well, I guess the specifics would be Hermona. I want to like figure out if there's anything on her specifically, and how she, like, because especially after what we heard with the scrying,
With the bug.
bug. I'm like, okay, that kind of threw me because like I kind of had it in my brain that these people like knew, or at least thought they knew more than they did, and this the first time.
I mean, they do. I'll give you that for free.
Yeah.
They all think they're smarter than they are.
Yeah. So yeah,
If this was the real Smithsonian, it would just be the dress she wore at her coronation, or whatever.
And the piece of pavement, the killer. Oh, I'll stop. Okay, so what I'll get you to do is I'll get you to do me investigation with advantage because you did specify the words that you're talking about, Hermona. So while you do that, oh, lucky you get to roll that twice. Who was next? The next one is Rose with an 18 nature. There is a lot when it comes to the idea of evolution and how these people, these gods, have seen like evolution grow over time. there is also a lot of information that tells you that people don't really know the fundamentals of like biology, so to speak, but because they are able to directly manipulate and move things and push things along, and like they're the ones. There's a lot of information about all of these different creatures from ancient times, where you do have dinosaurs, you do have like crustaceans, you do have isopods, and like you've got all of the old stuff. But then there's like massive leaps on like basically our own technological advancements, where the massive leaps going from these ancient creatures to the next generation. There's not a like 300,000 year long period. It's like the next day, and then it keeps on going, and then it's the next day, and it keeps on going. The main idea that you get from everything is that the gods were really fucking bored after a while and then changed shit up because
Just
they
made new
could.
stuff. Okay. Is there any kind of creature or animal that I'm seeing that doesn't have some sort of reflection on a Lowry?
That doesn't. There are a lot.
Okay.
There's a lot of these kind of creatures that don't look like anything that you have seen before. They're something that you could probably, okay, this looks like it could be a wolf, but it has like, it's hairless, it's got extra legs, and it like is absolutely massive. There's also the idea that this thing could look like a kobold, like a very tall, like small dragon or something like that. But it looks like a Komodo dragon in our world. Like, there are all of these things that look similar to, like, I think this is what looks like this, but really it's something different. What you are going to get, because I know that druids can get new wild shapes when they look at things.
Right. That's where I was leading with that.
You are going to get a couple that you can add to your list. So if you haven't already, you can now transform into a giant direwolf, which is basically like your regular wolf, except this time it's going to have a couple of extra stats. It doesn't really matter what you do. You're going to get 3 extra stats to put into whatever you want for that one. You're going to be able to choose any dinosaur under a CR4.
Dinosaur under CR4. Okay.
Dinosaur under CR4. And the interesting one, and this is going to be your tank option, you're going to be able to turn into a baby Tarrasque, which is basically just an elephant.
What? Okay. I'm gonna write.
I love that.
Something happened with the stream, and I had to clip over, but I'm gonna write this down. So it was direwolf. Got that one.
A giant direwolf, which is just your regular direwolf. Give it 3 extra stats.
Okay.
And then you've got any dinosaur under CR4. Go hard, grasshopper with that one. I don't care. I just think that's cool. And then your defense is going to be, you get to turn into an elephant or like a war elephant, but it's going to look like a baby Tarrasque.
Awesome. And then when you say give it 3 extra stats, you mean just like
increase all of its stats by 3.
All the stats?
Yeah, all of the ASIs.
Cool.
So that's what you get for an 18. If you rolled higher, then I'm not doing that to you. That would just be mean. Because it looks like it's so difficult for you to do that.
I know. All I needed was a 5.
Finally, we have Val. Is that Husbubble snoring next to you?
Oh my god, can you hear that? Oh,
That's what that is.
Yeah.
I'm so jealous that he could just fall asleep like that. How dare he?
Yeah, he can fall asleep anywhere at any time for any reason. He also has sleep apnea and does not have a CPAP on right now.
He fell asleep at a Christmas party.
Yeah,
that's cool. Val, with a 22, you're looking into chemistry and science and stuff like that. With a 22, this is where a lot of information is going to come in for you. Even though we have seen, like, with the nature, there's been a couple of things, but there's been massive gaps and just, like, next day things. The theological example, like, there are hundreds of millions of books available, but they're all on concepts and not the actual gods themselves. And then looking at the information about the city, we weren't able to find much. This is where a lot of the information is, and it comes into the science and technology side of things. You find that the gods themselves are extremely intelligent. They are not wise by any means. These are the people, like, if we were to give a real world example, these are the guys that created AI and had no idea
Yeah.
what to do.
Yep.
Essentially. So, like real world. But essentially what you're able to find with a lot of things is that the kind of like the periodic table of elements equivalent is like 500 elements long, and you don't know what half of these things are. You're able to kind of look into the fundamental like molecular structure of even just a basic chemical. You're able to see it on the level you would never have been able to see in a Lowry that you wouldn't have had access to before. With everything that you're kind of learning, regardless of what your stat is at right now, you can increase your intelligence by 1.
Oh, nice.
As you are learning all of these new techniques, you're learning all of these new kind of ideas, you have a lot more hypothetical kind of blueprints that you want to test out. And you're also just asking some of these scientists like all these different questions, and going from there. So that's a fun thing for you.
Science is fun, folks.
Science is cool. But yeah, so it's been about 40 minutes, so to speak, of everybody kind of going off and doing their own thing. What else do we want to look at? Do you just want to look at more, or do you just want to come together and then disperse again? What do you just want to do? Because you guys do have the narrative control for the session, obviously.
I think I would like to reconvene and talk about what Persephone heard. And maybe even like knowledge share.
Sorry, you do get one thing. I did plan to do this at another point, but you did roll high enough with technology, and it would be in the science part of the museum. You find regenerating cells that are creating their own worlds.
Regenerating cells that are creating their own worlds. They're creating the worlds?
They're creating their own worlds.
So this is Mormon heaven.
Essentially.
Okay.
I didn't even know that, but like that was the idea that I had. So if there's a real world equivalent, go ham. I don't know. That one.
Yeah, the Mormons believe that the best Mormons get to make their own get to be gods, basically, of their own worlds.
This is where Psychic.
Right.
This is how Psychic tells us he's Mormon. Like that's what this entire campaign has been.
I reckon there's something out there, but I'm not fucking putting a pinpoint on one thing. I reckon there's a whole bunch of shit. Like, you think one person created everything here? Fuck off.
You're right, get the fuck out of here.
Spoken like a true Mormon.
Well, anyways,
you know what? I agree with you. I would like more men. That would be great for me. I deserve this. I'm giving myself.
Every Mormon I've ever known, so it might be better. It might actually be good.
I'm giving myself inspiration.
Get out. All
right, so Val would like to reconvene. What's everybody else thinking? Do you just want to spend more time out? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I
I'll
figured
reconvene.
I would reconvene. Hopefully that took about an hour. Maybe we can hop in
maybe
on
we'll
that.
all go on the tour now.
Yeah.
It took about 40 minutes, so there's still 10 minutes before the tour starts.
Perfect. We won't be late.
Okay, before we get to it, I would perfectly okay with the next session be just we don't even run a D&D session. It's just me giving you information in this world. I just write and read a book. I'm okay with this.
That's the tour.
We can have an episode 7.5 just to piss you off just that little bit more.
I mean, we've already done that because I screwed that one episode up. I think we had a 2.5, and then the next one was 3 and 4. Like it was just so confusing.
All right, so we're going to come back and reconvene about everything that we've heard, what we've talked about, and also what Persephone heard at the office as well.
I saw some very interesting creatures that might prove useful going forward. Things I've never seen before. It was incredible. But it's like this where we're from, nature has its own kind of rhythm, its own it's almost alive itself, but here it's just like the gods make something new and then they change it. But some of those creations were quite intriguing, as wrong as it kind of feels. Anyway, what did you all find?
I didn't find shit. And then I share what I learned in the from Hermona. I'm not really inspired by that what we heard there.
Yeah.
It kind of concerns me a bit more about us going along with this plan.
Yeah. I mean, she clearly knew that you were listening in, so everything she said could have just been performative.
That's a good point.
I just think we need to keep a watch out for her and make sure we know what we're getting ourselves into. Also, I got a new gun though, so let's we could shoot some stuff.
Ooh,
I like to think that you're just waving this gun around in the museum. I got a new
Around in the
gun.
Smithsonian.
One of these little mice come over and tackle you.
No one bats an eye.
Coral, did you learn anything that you were hoping to?
Nothing really actionable, unfortunately.
You got a 14 and a 12. A lot of the information that you would have gotten from finding the Hermona book, so to speak, is just the fact that she's been mayor of this place for about 800 years, which is, you will know that it's 800 years that she's been mayor of this city, which is about another 1,000 ahead of the timeline of a Lowry.
Okay.
So if we're putting a timeline into this, the original, where Rose is originally from, is almost 2,000 years ago. Moving forward, the 1,000 to the point of the Great Blood War and where you guys are from, and then 800 to now. So Rose is 1,800 years old, and she is every anime tiny person that is jailbait.
18. 100 years old.
Oh no, I didn't.
I thought you did that on purpose.
No, I didn't even click in.
I was like, what a
How long
specific
have you
number.
been 18?
I think that's how Rose introduces it. I'm 1,800 years old. She kind of swallows the 100. She's really like 25. Well, yeah. As long as
math is
she
hard,
maintains.
guys.
But yeah, so essentially the information you got from like Hermona's book itself is basically what you already knew, or what you'd already found out.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. And then Val sharing information.
Yeah, I don't like the implications of what I found out, and then I tell them about the shards creating new universes and or new worlds and how that feels like. You know what I'm really curious about is who created this world.
I was hoping that we would find something on that, but
Yeah.
I didn't
yeah,
see
not
anything.
in my section. That might be that would have been in the theology section.
I
I
didn't
bet.
find anything about that, but I'm not the best researcher in the world.
Walt Disney.
I mean, if
yeah.
everybody wants to go and try and have a look at some stage, you can all go do it.
We don't have the time. We're gonna be late.
Maybe we could.
Yeah, we got this tour we got to go on.
Maybe we could ask the tour guide if they have something like that. I was
Oh,
hoping
that's
to
true.
find something within, looking through the evolution of the beast. I was hoping to find some kind of common ancestor, something like that. But yeah, it seems this world is purely based around creationism. But If someone created this is so metaphysical for me. It's just not what I normally. This is outside of my realm of expertise. That's nature, if I haven't mentioned it. But
What?
it does beg the question: Did this place have a creator? Is it someone that still inhabits this plane, or is there yet another higher level plane? And is this just one of many of those shards? I'm getting a headache. And she just kind of lays her head on Val's shoulder.
Honestly, same. uh, yeah, I don't. That's why I'm like, I don't love the implications of what that means, and I have more questions. Yet again, I feel like this is a very common thing that that we have experienced in this world since we've woken up. Is we keep finding more questions and very few
No
answers to any
answers.
of those questions.
Mhm.
Or maybe we're just very dumb and there has been
Maybe.
answers and we just don't know what they are because we're silly little gooses.
Well, and also being human in the realm of the gods, I wonder if there's things that we can't just physically can't comprehend.
Right.
I think that gives them too much credit. I think there's things they don't comprehend. Or,
Oh,
I don't know.
I think there's definitely things they don't comprehend.
Yeah.
And I think their
That is
hubris doesn't allow them to see that.
that is an interesting point, and I'm going to use that time to bring it up. As Rose mentions that their hubris doesn't let them see that. Coral, you kind of click in that you hadn't really been paying too much attention because you were so like focused tunnel vision on finding shit about Hermona.
Yeah.
You haven't seen anything weird or out of the ordinary of what would be in a regular museum. You haven't seen anything that would be condemned or weird or funny or anything. Like, as far as you're concerned, you've just been walking around, not a problem, as if nothing was happening. And
Huh.
that's, yeah.
This is the most boring museum ever so far.
All right, because you can see all sorts of crazy shit. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Huh.
So
You
what
know,
are we
I
doing?
also
Are we booking in a time for? Are we getting Persephone to book a time for the tour?
we're definitely going on this
She's already
tour.
done it.
Yeah.
While they're all
Oh yeah.
talking, she just getting tickets
Okay,
and
cool.
taking care of
Roll a
everybody.
D100. I'm trying to give you these rolls. Roll a D100.
Did you book it on your phone?
Ticketmaster, it was like 10 times more expensive. They're free, but
Surprisingly,
95.
Persephone really likes having the tickets. She really enjoys like the actual card stock on the tickets, and like these are some quality tickets. It has like a little gold leaf on it. And she's like, "These are nice tickets, y'all."
Persephone cries a little bit as they punch a hole in it. Like, I got one. Okay.
She buys an extra one.
While you are kind of like booking it away on Ticketek and all that stuff, you do kind of like, go through and submit the names of the people and like who wants a ticket and stuff. You have to like look at Coral for a little bit and you're like, is Coral going to enjoy this one? And Coral like gives you a nod. He's like, okay, cool. Starts making 4 tickets. As you do and you press like the confirm button, you get like your email that says, okay, cool, just go here and print it out. As you print it out, you print out 4 of these tickets, and then a 5th one comes out just after. And on that 5th one is a link to a website. Obviously, Persephone being the curious person that she is, and also like it's what she does. You type in the website, and you get that feeling of that kind of clicking in your brain again. And as you kind of hit enter and it opens up the website, your brain kind of flickers on as if it's like a switch. as you enter into this website now, first of all, it is going to be just memorized into your brain. This like 500 fucking decimal code hex, whatever the fuck it is. It's just instantly memorized into your brain. You can access it. With that click, it taps into your ability with your divination and stuff like that. And your augury becomes a lot more powerful in that you're not just getting a will or woe. Once a day, and only once, when you use your augury to ask a question, you are going to get an exact answer from me as DM, and it's going to be
Ooh,
accurate information.
That's hot.
Okay.
Time to.
And
end
yes,
the
I did
guess.
deliberately give it to Ravnok because I knew that he would ask the stupid questions, whereas I'd have to like think of actual things for everybody else. No, I wanted to do it with you as well. I wanted to, as I said at the start, I wanted to play into your abilities and what you do and stuff, and I had to think about yours because you went from a cleric to a wizard, and then you went from this wizard into divination, and I'm like, why don't I just give him like exact answers to one question? So you can ask anything you want, and you will get accurate 100% information, and I don't care what it is.
Ooh. That's dangerous.
Would you like to use augury again?
Yes. I'm not quite yet. I need to think on my question.
Well, you
Fair.
better think of
Yeah.
something because the way we're going, next session's going to be the tour, and we're getting on time.
We must learn.
I
Hmm.
just also think that Rav was like the perfect person for this ability as well. So
Yeah.
Mm.
I think if anybody was going to get it, Ravnak is either Ravnak or Zeb. I think would be really good with these. No offense, Wolf, but you're here for
Mine
the
would all.
vibes.
Mine would all just be about Hermona. Did
Yeah.
she really love me?
she loves me. She loves me not. And God's like, for fuck's sake, bitch,
You
shut
know,
up,
it's fucking
Jesus
stupid.
Christ.
Don't waste that.
Don't tell me how to use my power.
No, this is. I am going to preface. This does. It is going to sound like it's going to be like a metagamey, like it's going to fuck with the campaign kind of things. It's not really. I'm just going to tell you whatever you want to know, and things are still going to happen, regardless.
Love.
So
I want to know what the fuck is up with Hermona.
See,
yeah.
see.
So
You make fun of me. You're gonna ask questions about Hermona too.
Well, I mean, Rose is my best friend, so I
You're
want to help her.
no. You're my sister. We're more than friends. We're sisters.
Oh my God, you're both pretty.
that's what Persephone says when she starts doing her augury. And to ask the question, it's what is going to happen when we try to implement Hermona's plan?
Trying to implement her plan. Do you want to be more specific about that, or do you want a vague answer?
You should be more specific.
I know.
That's
Yes,
where
I
the
agree. I'm
power's
just
coming
trying to think
into
about
it.
what to be more specific
Thanks
about.
for that ASMR, Wolf.
Hated
It was
it.
a secret.
Oh,
I didn't want
what do you guys
to
think?
here.
What should I ask?
No. I'm just saying, make it more specific.
You guys are really quiet all of a sudden. I wonder what's going on.
Hold on, God. Let me answer my question, okay? I'll be right back.
Oh my God.
It's fucking stupid.
Well, the thing is, we don't necessarily know the full details on the plan.
Yeah.
So that's what. Should I ask what the full details are?
Yeah. What are
Or-
Hermona's
Yeah.
true
What is Hermona's
intentions?
actual plan?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good one.
So Hermona's plan is essentially going to be that you're going to find a way to trap Torval, strip him from his ability as the essentially embodiment of death, and kill his corporeal body. Once that's dead, the plan is to then enact one of her close allies to become the new death god, and essentially take control over the domain.
I don't think we knew that
She's
part,
in
did
way
we?
over her head.
Oh, she's definitely in over it. I don't remember that
She's
last
in
part.
way
Did she
over her
tell
head.
us that
No.
about making somebody
No,
else?
that's
Yeah, I don't think she did.
no, that's a newer part. But she's in way over her head. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Persephone just shares this with you all, and she's like, I don't know about that.
How I want to know, how does it look as you use your ability? Because the way that I picture the start of it is that while everybody's watching you, like looking at your phone, the idea for me is that it's kind of like a simulation thing of like you're thrown into this like cosmic
The
world.
Matrix.
You're like look, you're like talking to God. Like how does it look as you use your
She has Chat GBT.
Absolutely fucking not. You will not get a correct or accurate answer, and I will have fun with you.
I would say she just ends up in a pure white room, and she just kind of there's no real source for any light or anything around. It doesn't really seem like she's standing on anything, and there's no speaking or words. She's just given the information.
Okay. You just see her stare into her phone for a little bit. The phone's not moving. She's not moving. There's no anything. She's like.
She definitely has her mouth open.
Persephone? I knew she was having too much screen time. Persephone!
Yeah, that really messes with you.
Shake her a little bit.
We're gonna be late for
I
our
feel like
tours.
You'd be late for the tour. You pull me back out of it. I'm like, oh no, it was so warm.
Okay. So what we're going to do is that information has been given. It is around the regular time that we would stop anyway. So we're going to have a decision. Next session, I'm going to ask now, are we doing a tour episode? Are we doing a fun thing? Or do you actually want to continue with the story? Because if you want a tour episode, I will write a whole bunch of information and lore, and it's just going to be 2 hours of me talking at you guys.
Maybe a TLDR on the tour.
Aww.
I'm too neurodivergent to sit and listen to somebody any single person talk for 2 hours.
I will make you here.
Unless you got multimedia going on, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep,
Here's the thing though,
awesome.
if you want to just record yourself for 2 hours, I will throw that shit up on the Patreon. If you want.
I don't need to confuse y'all any more than I already have.
We're gonna be like wandering off the tour on accident, and somehow
Yeah.
we made our characters do that.
God, no, that's the only way we need to do a tour is if we can do like a night at the museum-esque interlude every couple
Turn it
minutes.
into a heist.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Stick around after it's closed.
We gotta steal one of the gems and see if
Oh
we
my
can
God.
make it work.
We can hide in the vents.
I was getting ready to say we can hide in the air vents.
Pull a
I love this
Pidby.
idea.
Golden Vault crossover.
No, no, please.
Dolly, what are you
Don't
doing
you
hiding in
work
these
with
vents?
Okay, well, here's the thing. Pidby's already in there. We know
Pidby's in the
He's
vents.
in every universe.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Wait a minute. Dolly's kind of a
Pidby's in
god. I wonder if
Dolly's
is there a Dollywood in this world? I'm looking to you, Psychic. I need to know. We'll use your augury next time to ask if there's a Dollywood in this world.
I'm about to have an easy few days. Let's go.
Oh my God.
Okay, so just a quick
Alright.
recap though before we wrap things up. So I think there's still a couple things that we don't know. So we from your augury we got the overall plan, but there's so many like question marks there. Like, she wants us to find a way to do this, this, and this. It's like, she doesn't know how we're supposed to do this yet.
She also didn't specifically ask you guys to do anything. She just said, "Hey, if you want to, it's going to take time. Go ham. Go do whatever you want to do."
But like, from the way that, and I'm assuming Persephone told us, from the way it sounded, she still hasn't worked out the details of this yet. Like, this plan she's putting in motion, I don't think she even knows. She's in. I know you said she's in over her head, but I think she's in over her head more than we even were afraid she was. This is going to be so bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
that's
delulu.
Persephone's takeaway is it's worse than she even thought.
Yeah.
It's almost like I had to redo the whole fucking campaign because y'all didn't like the gods, so I needed to come up with something. No, I'm kidding.
We would have liked the gods if they were just a little
If they
cooler.
weren't assholes.
If all the gods were like bread and butterfly, we'd all be clerics by now.
Yeah.
True. But yeah, cool.
Be about
Okay.
Well,
So the
all
only
good.
thing now is I don't know where to go next. I don't know what we can do to help this.
Do you want
I
to
guess
help this?
Yeah.
I mean, I want to kill Torval.
Yeah.
Do you
know about the
want to
rest
do
of
it
you.
your own way? Find out a way
Which
to
one
do it
of
your
us
own?
gets to be the god of death? Because that way, Hermona doesn't get to choose who's the god of death. We do.
I don't hate that. So that's what. Okay, now that we know, I think we should use your next augury to ask, how can we defeat Torval? Like, what can we do about it? Because I don't think we should rely on Hermona anymore either. Even Rose, even in
Rose
character, I
gets
think.
one session with Hermona and she's like, "Fuck this bitch."
No. I think Rose approaches this Hermona a little differently now, knowing what she knows, and I think that the Hermona that she knew was a more capable than the Hermona that we are dealing with now. Right? And now that she's finally realized it's not the same person, I'm totally okay going rogue on this. And I think we need to. But that's the end of the ideas I have, which is why I'm saying whatever. If you guys think of anything, help.
Put it in the comments. Kellen, what do you think they should do?
Kellen,
I was just about to say, I want to know what Kellen thinks, because I respect.
You know what?
Person.
I have said this before, and I'm sorry, Zeb, I promise we'll finish soon. I have said this before in Cooper Quest. I have said this before in Dragonbane and all this stuff. My brain doesn't comprehend the comment character that he does, but I love that he does it because it's awesome to see how his mind thinks. I am going to make it a canonical thing. Kellen is bread and butterfly.
Whoa. Kellen reached godhood before the rest of us.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Valid. Valid.
All right, here's the question for the comments. What would you put in your world if you could make one?
I like that. I like that.
That's a good one.
Okay.
What if Kellen murders Bread and Butterfly and takes on all of his powers? Then what? Is Kellen going to beat Bread and Butterfly then?
Let's calm the fuck down on that one, mate.
All right, Ravnock. Rein it in a little.
Nope.
Never.
That can be your next augury question, though, and you'll have to answer it. So just save it and ask it again after a long rest. Okay, so let's wrap it up here then. A little bit shorter, but we have. Also, I just want to thank you, Killer, for coming back. I know you still don't feel great, but look at how that hand's moving. Look at that. So yeah, we're back with Temptation. So we should have another one in 2 weeks. So we'll see you in a month. But no, anyway, that'll be it for this week. Next week though, we do have Legends of Elzori on Monday. We're still doing a break for Golden Vault for this month. You will find out one of these days when we start posting Strahd episodes.
eventually.
But
It's so good. I cannot wait for you guys
Well,
to watch it because
I
it is
wanna
so
watch
fun.
it. It's so good though.
It's
I
so good.
want to watch it.
Listen, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Do it.
Hush.
Do it.
I'm doing it. You guilted me enough that that I'll now have to force my procrastination down and go do it.
Well, I legit just want to watch it. To be honest, like I
Yeah,
kind of
this is
want to
the
see what's
first one
going on.
that you have nothing to do
I have
with.
nothing to do with it. I'm not in it. I'm not. If I was in it, it'd already be up. But
Ah!
Oh,
I'm joking. I love you, Ravnock. I'm sorry, but no, I'm not in it. I have no
Making
idea
noise,
what's going
dude.
on. I don't even know the full cast, to be honest. Like I don't know who like the fourth person is. I can't remember. But or do you even have 4 or 5 people?
4.
Okay. So I want to watch it. And that is coming soon. We've all just collectively guilted. And actually, just to put a little bit more guilt on it, Kellen, if you want to throw a comment that says, hey, Ravnock, I'd also really like to watch this. I think that would be what does it.
I do
Anyway.
a very bad French accent in that one.
so
I'm gonna be
good
way
though.
worse. Don't worry.
So with that, again, I mentioned the Patreon. You can sign up, just join. You can join for free if you want. I do like a weekly newsletter if you just are interested in staying up to date with what's going on with the stream. We do post shows from time to time. I don't think we're gonna do one tonight unless you guys want to, but I think we've got some people
No.
that don't feel good and need to go to bed. So, but we do one almost every Legends of Elzoria. So there's just some fun little post stuff that we talk about. Anyway, you can also for right now, join the Discord if you'd like before they start making you verify your age next month. So squeeze on in while you still can, before we see whatever the hell happens there. But yeah, that's it, everybody. We'll be back next week with some more streams. And until then, just enjoy life. Just enjoy yourself.
What a beautiful message.
Thank you. Thanks.
Where's
You can't make me enjoy life.
You can't make me. Fuck you, I do what I want.
Better fucking enjoy your life. I'll come down and beat the shit out of you until you enjoy your life. What's it? The beatings will continue until morale improves. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.